You work hard every single day. You put in the hours, check off the tasks on your to-do list, and push through exhaustion, hoping for a breakthrough. Yet despite all this relentless effort, the results feel disappointingly small. Your progress feels slow, almost stalled, and you wonder if you're just spinning your wheels in the mud. This feeling is incredibly common, a shared frustration in our busy world. It stems from the belief that more effort always equals more results. But what if that core belief is flawed? What if there was a smarter, more effective way to achieve your goals? The solution is not to work harder, but to work wiser. This is where a powerful, time-tested concept comes into play. Your dawi dauer A's dawi gauer id. Shroi door audi dawi fi. You may have heard it called the Pareto Principle, named after the economist who first observed it. The idea is astonishingly simple yet profoundly transformative. It states that in many situations, roughly 80% of your results come from only 20% of your efforts. This means a small, select group of your actions is responsible for the vast majority of your success, while most of what you do contributes very little. Imagine your daily routine for a moment, Think of all the tasks, meetings, emails, and chores that fill your calendar from morning until night. The 80-20 rule suggests that hidden within that long list is a small handful of activities that truly matter. These are your high-impact tasks, the vital few that move the needle forward in your career, your health, and your life. The rest, the other 80% of your activities, are the trivial many. They keep you busy, but they do not deliver significant value. Understanding this imbalance is the first step toward reclaiming your time and doubling your results. The 80-20 rule at its heart is a simple observation about imbalance. It is not a strict mathematical law, but rather a recurring pattern that shows up in nearly every aspect of life and business. Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto first noticed this phenomenon in the late 19th century. About 80% of the land in Italy was owned by only 20% of the population. He then discovered the same distribution in other areas, like his garden. 20% of the pea pods produced 80% of the peas. This revealed a fundamental truth. Inputs and outputs are rarely balanced. A small number of causes, the vital few, create most of the effects. To see this principle in action, you do not need to look far. Consider your own smartphone. You likely have dozens of apps installed, but how many do you use regularly? Most people find that about 20% of their apps account for 80% of their screen time. The same applies to the clothes in your closet. You probably wear 20% of your favorite items 80% of the time. This pattern is so reliable that it has become a cornerstone of modern business strategy, product design, and personal productivity. It is trusted because it can be observed and verified in your own life with just a little bit of reflection. Let's take a quick, trustworthy proof that you can test for yourself. Think about the last work week. Pick a specific, measurable result you care about. Completed projects, sales closed, a sense of accomplishment. Now, list all the tasks and activities you performed during that week. Which ones directly contributed to that key result? You will almost certainly find that a small number of actions, a key client call, a focused session of deep work, a single strategic decision, were responsible for the lion's share of your progress. The rest was just noise. Applying the 80-20 rule starts with making conscious choices in 3 key areas of your life: your work, your habits, your home. At work, the principle can be a powerful tool for cutting through the clutter and focusing on what drives tangible results. First, start by listing all your typical weekly tasks: answering emails, attending meetings, working on major projects. Next to each task, try to estimate its impact. Does it directly generate revenue, advance a key project, strengthen a vital client relationship? These high-impact tasks are your 20%. The next step is to redesign your schedule to protect and prioritize this vital work, perhaps by delegating or eliminating the low-impact 80%. The same logic can revolutionize your personal habits. We often try to build a dozen new habits at once, only to fail at all of them. The 80-20 approach encourages you to find the one keystone habit that triggers a cascade of positive changes. For one person, this might be a 10-minute walk after dinner, improves physical health, clears the mind, reduces evening screen time. For another, it could be spending 5 minutes each night planning the next day. Eliminates morning decision fatigue, creates hours of focused time. Even the management of your home can be streamlined with this principle. List all the chores that need doing. Then, identify the 20% that deliver 80% of the feeling of peace, order, cleanliness. Perhaps it is keeping the kitchen sink clear, making the bed every morning, a quick 15-minute tidy up before bed. Focus your energy on consistently completing these vital, few chores. The rest can be done less frequently, delegated to family members, batched together to save time. In each of these domains, work, habits, home, the process is the same. Shift from doing everything to doing what matters, Knowing the 80-20 rule is one thing, applying it is another. To truly harness its power, you need to conduct a personal audit to identify your own high-impact 20%. This process does not have to be complicated. Its strength lies in its simplicity. The first step is to choose just one area of your life to analyze. Do not try to overhaul your work, habits, home at once. Pick the area causing you the most stress or where you feel stuck. This focused approach makes the audit manageable and delivers a quick win. Once you've chosen an area, let's say work, track your activities for 1 full week. This is the data gathering phase. Use a simple notebook, spreadsheet, or notes app on your phone. Each day, write down the major tasks you spend time on. Alongside each task, note the outcome it produced. Responded to 50 emails, cleared inbox but no new sales. Spent 90 minutes calling 3 past clients, secured 1 new project worth $5,000. Be honest and detailed. Create a clear record of your efforts and results. After a week, it's time for analysis. Sit with your notes and look for patterns. Connect the activities, the 20%, to the results, the 80%. Which tasks generated the most income? Which activities moved your key project forward? Which conversations led to big breakthroughs? Circle or highlight those high-impact activities. A small handful will repeatedly appear next to major outcomes. Those are your golden nuggets, your vital 20%. With your top 20% identified, take action. 3-part strategy: eliminate, automate, protect. Ruthlessly eliminate tasks that produce little to no results. Learn to say no to those requests. For middle-impact tasks, automate or delegate. Can software handle scheduling? Can a junior colleague manage reports? Protect time for your top 20%. Block dedicated, uninterrupted calendar time, and treat those appointments as sacred. Conducting your first 80-20 audit is an eye-opening experience, but the real transformation happens when you integrate this principle into your daily life. The insight you gain from the audit is just the beginning. The key is to consistently act on what you have learned. One of the most common pitfalls is trying to change too much too soon. Instead, start small. Focus on adjusting just 1 or 2 things based on your findings. If you discovered that one specific client generates most of your income, dedicate 1 extra hour per week to strengthening that relationship. If a 15-minute decluttering session makes your home feel 80% cleaner, make that your single, non-negotiable daily chore. Small, consistent changes are far more powerful than a massive, short-lived overhaul. To help you stay focused on your vital few tasks, leverage simple tools. A basic timer, like the one on your phone, can be your best friend. Use it to work in focused, uninterrupted blocks of 60 to 90 minutes on your most important tasks. This technique, often called time boxing, creates a sense of urgency and protects you from the constant lure of distractions like email and social media. When the timer is on, you have one job: to make progress on a high-impact activity. This practice builds the mental muscle required to do deep, meaningful work, which is almost always where the 80% of your results are hiding. As you begin to see results from these small changes, it is crucial to acknowledge and celebrate your wins. Did you finish a major project ahead of schedule by focusing only on the critical path? Did you feel more relaxed all week because you automated your bill payments? Take a moment to recognize that success. This positive reinforcement creates a powerful feedback loop that motivates you to keep going. Share your plan and your progress with a trusted friend or mentor. Having someone to hold you accountable can make a world of difference, especially on days when the pull of old, busy habits feels strong. The ultimate goal of the 80-20 rule is not to do less work for the same output. The goal is to do the right work, the work that truly moves you forward at an accelerated pace. It is about making deliberate choices to invest your finite time and energy where they will have the most impact. Use the Pareto Principle as your compass to find that work. Start small. Keep your system simple. Regularly check your results to make sure you are staying on course. Your journey to doubling your results with half the effort begins today. Subscribe to this channel for more videos, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell.